Setting things up. My teacher is still not here. Let's go. Hello, bot dude. Welcome to the chat. Yep, we're live. Welcome everyone. Good morning, stars. It's your boy Lavatarn, and welcome finally to day 12 of the 12 days of LTMAS. Welcome, one and all, to the final day of the 2025 to 2026 12 days of LTMAS event. We finally made it. We're here. After 12 days of back-to-back streaming, we're finally here to culminate it with one last art stream to end it all off. Today's the 5th, and yeah, we have quite a few things we can do today. I did say I was going to draw some creature designs today, which we also did yesterday, but I sort of had a change of mind because I went back and actually sketched out some other Fakémon that I really wanted to draw live, and it only made sense to be the last few months that I did on stream for the last stream of 12 Days of LTMAS. Welcome to the chat, Bot Dude and Hank. Both of you were here, indeed. The very first LTMAS. I can pretty confidently say it was a big success in my opinion, and hopefully this means that in the future we can have a few more LTMSs here and there. I'm definitely doing one next year, or I guess this year in like upcoming Christmas. So yeah, let's sip water real quick. As most of you know, ASMR is kind of what everyone is here for nowadays. On second thought, that is way too warm. Yeah, so we have two main designs for Mons today. One you can see right here, the other one we'll get to in a bit, but they are both, as the title suggests, based off of cookies from Cookie Run Kingdom, mainly Black Pearl Cookie and Wind Archer Cookie. Those two are the ones that I started with. Those two are the ones that immediately clocked into my mind as the sort of next designs I want to do in the sequel to the Cookie Run Kingdom video that I did a few days ago. So yeah, honestly, there is no reason to delay. Actually, there is, because I do need to get myself the official render of Black Pearl Cookie, so we're going to pause for a little bit and go get myself that. Alright, let's see. Did it download? Yep, there it is. Right. We're going to need this for the color reference, especially because Black Pearl Cookie has a very interesting way she's rendered, which I kind of want to try mimicking in the Pokemon style. I don't know how successful I will be, but yeah. Regardless, there is a sort of special concept that I came up with for the legendary legendaries for the Cookie Run sort of mini-series that I've kind of just accidentally started doing. Basically, the thing with the legendary cookies in Cookie Run Kingdom, they are very interesting, but also very simple. So there is sort of a lot you can do with them and a lot you can't. And so to kind of simplify all of it, I actually had to think a bit hard, but Primarina? No, this is Milotic. We'll get to that. So basically, I kind of had this idea. You know how we have Raikou, Entei, and Suicune, and they're just kind of there as one of the only trio of Pokemon that, you know, that's a whole Thunder God. Yeah, kind of the only trio of legendary Pokemon that have the canonical lore of being different Pokemon originally that evolved into something else. So I kind of want to do something like that for the legendary cookies of Cookie Run. I basically want to take the concepts of some of the legendary cookies, not all of them. We're skipping out on Ice Queen, and I think we will skip out on Stormbringer for now. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to be taking pre-existing Pokemon, and we're going to be giving them legendary evolutions. And for Black Pearl Cookie, for example, we're basically making it a legendary Milotic form. And the other one that we're doing today, which is Wind Archer Cookie, that one's going to be a legendary Decidueye form. So yeah, they're kind of going to go in that route of, Raikou and Suicune, where people theorize that they are kind of legendary forms of the evolutions, but they barely look like the evolutions. And sort of the same thing here. They will be vaguely the same animals as the originals, but they're gonna get that legendary treatment, It's just something that we've never really seen since Johto, which was Generation 2. So yeah. Milotic, nah, that's just Primarina and Milotic in Pokemon Fusion. Exactly. See, it doesn't look anything like Milotic, but it's sort of like the same way Entei does not really look like a Flareon, But yeah, there is a little bit more inspiration for this one. Wind Archer is not so much there, but that's fine. Wind Archer is supposed to be a bit of a basic cookie anyway, but we'll get to that in a bit. I already forgot the name of your game idea. Oh yeah, that's Vontagross. We were talking about that yesterday. And need to cut, maybe back later. All right. See you later, bot dude. We'll be live for the upcoming 3 hours, and we're going to be drawing 2 designs and something else maybe if we have time after. Fair point. All right. So let's increase this, and let's jump right in. We've had enough preamble. It's genuinely a fun concept that I can remember only a few other Fakémon regions sort of doing the idea of, oh yeah, an existing Pokemon with a legendary evolution. It's not done in the official mainline Pokemon games. It's not been done since Gen 10, which is, sorry, Gen 2, what? Gen 10? What? It's not been done since Gen 2, which is truly insane to me. There we go. All right. Erase this. All right. So yeah, with that said though, how's everybody been doing today? Which is kind of the last time I'm going to ask that for a while, because I don't see myself going live anytime soon again. So how... Ooh, there's a vehicle outside, and it's very loud. Yeah, how has everybody's day been today? Excuse me. I'm currently writing scripts for my second indie show, because I may have gotten people interested in the second show just as much as the first one, so that's really good to know from feedback, I guess. Nice, nice. Good to hear. Alright, let's see. There we go. Okay. I have yet to really come up with the other two, not other two. So basically, for this video, this mon will be in, we have currently 5 designs, in mind, 5 cookies that are going to be turned into Pokemon. So for that, I've only really come up with 2 so far. I'm going to need some help with the other ones, maybe. Or I just might need some time with them, because I'm thinking basically the other, we're 2 in, so we will have 3 more left. For Millennial Tree Cookie, it's going to be a very, completely new legendary, and the way I'm going to make it canon to the Pokemon world is that it's through the power of this Millennial Tree Cookie Pokemon that all these existing Pokemon gained these legendary forms. And mind you, these guys are going to have different names. Welcome back, bot dude. That was very quick. But yeah, these Pokemon are going to have custom names, but Millennial Tree Cookie's Pokemon version is going to be the reason they turn into these legendary forms. And so that's going to be a new legendary. Other than that, though, we also have, Fire Spirit and Moonlight Cookie, who are still left. I don't know who to represent them with. basically. I'm sure you get this question a lot, but have you ever thought about making Has-Been Hotel characters as Pokemon? Like I think 3 other Poketubers have done. Yeah, right. Okay. Number one, I'm probably never gonna do it. Okay, so I'm probably never gonna do it for a few reasons. Number one reason is like yeah, like you said, brush with death. Grim has done one of that, and also Stern did one. So I don't want to beat a dead horse, especially when so many people have done it already. That's number one. Number two, I'm just not a fan of Has Been Hotel, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm just generally not an enthusiast of that show or of Hell of a Boss. I just don't like those, and I only turn random franchises into Pokemon of franchises that I actually enjoy. I don't want to force myself to make Pokemon based off of characters or you know, concepts from shows or movies or games that I have no interest in. Even if that thing is extremely popular or anything. Like you don't expect to see like a Stranger Things as Pokemon video in this channel, I feel like. It's just cuz at the end of the day it's not a show that I enjoyed. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot about Stern. He still hasn't unbanned me yet for quote I do quote because it causing a ruckus when I pretty much did nothing but oh okay. I mean yeah, that's completely his choice though, you know. That's crazy. I swear I read Ruckus and I thought of Uncle Ruckus, but sure. Fair point. Making stuff of what you enjoy is way more fun than making whatever's popular this month. Exactly. Which, and here's the thing, like, there's another reason I just don't do that, and I don't even do the thing of like, I enjoy something that is getting popular this month, and I don't even make that into Pokemon. Like, I contemplated making, making K-pop Demon Hunters as Pokemon. I'm probably still gonna make, Dispatch as Pokemon eventually, after I'm done with all the Cookie Run stuff that's going on right now. That's one that I definitely want to make, but sometimes I don't even do that because there are like 15 other channels that will do it before me. And like I said, I really hate when I either accidentally or unironically just make a video of turning something into Pokemon that has been done already, even if it's by like a day. Dispatch? What's Dispatch? Dispatch? You haven't heard of Dispatch? Dispatch is the sort of Telltale like game that came out recently. It's like a superhero game, sort of. It's pretty cool. I've been thinking of how I would turn it. I know Ponyo did one. Like, I know Ponyo turned Mecha Man into a Pokemon, but he just did one, I think. I don't think he's done anything since. You're gonna make 911 operators as Pokemon? What? Oh, so like TF2. Huh? No, not like TF2. Granted, I don't really know which TF2 you're talking about. Titanfall 2, Transformers 2, Team Fortress 2, which one? There's a lot of TF2s in this world. It's kind of like the game is a lot similar to, if you've ever heard of it or played it, Minecraft Story Mode. Team Fortress, that is a shooter game, so I don't really see how that's a comparison. Oh, there we go. Did you see the Gen 10 leaks yet? I have. I'm mostly not talking about it in chat unless like everyone in chat is more or less okay with me talking about leaks. I did talk about it a little bit yesterday after you left, but that's about it. Let's see. And this is the annoying part, drawing a snake. I'm gonna have to make a different layer, actually. Did you MC story mode? I remember that Golden Age. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a lot like Minecraft story mode, basically. It's a fantastic game. I enjoyed it. I've just kind of not been able to think of how to turn the characters into Pokemon. Like the way Ponyo did Mecha Man, that was pretty good. But like, I don't just want to copy Ponyo, you know? I also remember the day that Mojang decided to absolutely eat my Minecraft Story Mode into the Nether because Netflix couldn't use the IP anymore. Oh yeah, yeah, that sucks. It's a good thing though that it's a good thing though that there are so many playthroughs of it in YouTube on YouTube. I mean, in a way, it is still there. Mecha Man sounds like a peak character. He is. He's the peak male experience. My God, he's like me for real. He's not, by the way. No. Dispatch anime series, man. It's practically already a really good one. It's like you could treat it like a show, but you get to make the decisions basically. Wait, wasn't there a dog in Dispatch? Oh yeah, there is. I forget his name. When you animate it yourself? Yes. All right. Nope. No. There we go. Does that make sense? No, something's still off. Right there. I do actually need some kind of show or movie to get into after LTMAS because I kind of distracted myself with LTMAS for a while, and I need to catch up with a few things. I don't know what to catch up with though first. I know January's like kind of packed for a lot of good shows and movies and stuff. JJK season 3 is coming. Free Run season 2 is coming, which I'm looking forward to the most. Oh my god, I love Free Run so much. That's a peak anime. But yeah, I also need to catch up on some movies that I may have missed. Me playing Dispatch and not knowing the characters' names beside Mecha Man, and I'll call you looks at dog. Cookies and Cream, the dog. Need to cut again? All good, all good. No worries. I know it's Monday for most people, so people be busy. It is Monday for me too, so yeah. Good morning, Oni boy. Welcome to the chat. How has your day been today? I'm waiting for Oshinoko season 3. Okay. Sure. Concerned, but sure. Fall animes. Really? Oshinoko? I mean, yeah, no, I'm not gonna judge you or anything. It's fine. But yeah, Frieren is easily my most anticipated anime of the year. I'm just sad about the fact that we probably will never get to see the ending of what Frieren. We'll never get to see the ending of Frieren because the manga is on indefinite hiatus, and that is insane. Good, it's at the start still. Ah, lucky. What about you all? Yeah, day's been fine, kinda, more or less. This is the last stream of LTMS though, so no more daily streams after this. I do want to do more streams this year, but probably not anytime soon. I'm planning on taking a tiny break for January. We'll see. Yeah, I read what you said, Hank. But yeah, more or less, pretty much. I'm gonna take a small little break. The next video is probably gonna be the one with the one I'm drawing to right now. The mon that I'm drawing right now is gonna have this, and yeah, that one might even come out in January if I'm actually not lazy for once. Will you still check your YT comments and acknowledge that we still exist while you're on break? Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. And of course, I'm going to be active on my Discord. Link in bio and description. I'm always active there, and who knows, I might even randomly join VC here and there. But yeah, pretty much. No worries regarding that. And I think I'm going to be editing some of the clips from LTMAS into shorts as well, while we're on like long form break at least. We'll see, we'll see. I won't leave you guys hanging, don't worry. There we go. All right, yeah. So yeah, for those who are tuning in right now, by the way, we're drawing a fundamentally we are drawing a legendary melodic form, but it's gonna have a new name, which we can decide on stream even. Also, it's 3:50 a.m. for me right now, so I need to go to bed. See you in your comment section, Lava Dude. See ya. Have a good sleep, dude. You are awake way past how long you should be, dude. But to each their own, I guess. Oh, that looks weird. Okay. Does that look right? Let me see. I say that looks right. Okay, this will have to go down a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. And there you go. Okay. That works. That works. We're gonna add the last fins or whatever. Oh. Yeah, I can't wait to get myself that stylus that I've been wanting to get for a while. Holy crap. Because here's the thing. For some reason, getting a bigger screen has nerfed my means of drawing for some reason. I don't know why, but I feel like the amount of space a bigger screen gives is not worth it for finger artists. It kind of messes you up for some reason. But yeah, I'm still getting used to it. I've been used to a small screen for so long, it's kind of gotten tough to do anything without that. I'm basically the finger artist equivalent of Broly at this point because like I have the ability to do good, but I'm just being held back. There we go. Okay. All right. All right. Is the flow you should be drawing with your arm. My entire arm? Jesus. When I used to finger draw digitally, I basically could not sketch for the life of me. Oh yeah, I still can't. As you can see, I literally sketch it out on like traditional before I put it back onto digital because I've learned the hard way that that is near impossible. You need a base at this point. which sucks because like in most of the cases of like me doing a time lapse on YouTube or whatever, I can't show my thought process of a design because it just starts from where the sketch is already ready. It kind of sucks in that regard, but otherwise it's all right. Seriously, you should be moving your arm, not wrist or finger. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, fair enough. That is fair. Okay, let's see. We need to add the devil wings, sort of. Not really devil wings, but bat wings, I guess. I really don't know why Black Pearl Cookie, a mermaid, has random devil wings. Genuinely confused as to why that's the case. Maybe it's just the rule of cool, honestly. There we go. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Does that make sense though? Uh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I would say so, I think. Yeah. Okay. Now we need to make a different layer. Let's just check. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Now we're gonna make a different layer. Second layer right there. And yeah, okay. You just turn this one off. I went to an event this weekend. It was a learning experience. Oh yeah. RocketCon, you said. Hope it was fun though. I think on my end we might have a event coming up shortly that I can go to. It's gonna be a similar sort of convention, but it's not just trading card games. It was just it's a lot more. It's just a lot of toys and stuff. You know, just collectibles and everything. But I'm mostly just going for Pokemon cards because those are some of the best places you can get cheap cards. I don't know how to say this without it sounding weird, but I love your art style. It looks like Monster Energy for some reason. Ooh, Monster Energy. Okay. Like the drink? Monster. The drink. Praise is praise, I'll take it. I'm just gonna start quoting the deep from The Boys. It's like, you're just saying that because you're scared of your life. But you know what, bro? That's good enough for me. Right, there we go. Not really. It wasn't very good for me. My neighbor left one midday one because he said it was a shit show. Oh man, oh that sucks. That's a shame. That's unfortunate. Oh man, sad to hear. Let's say 35 again. Okay, 35 is too... Yeah, okay, that is about right. I'm going to change the drawing color a little bit, though. That's about right. That's about what she has, I would say. Very much scalper energy. Oh, yeah. Just tells me that the collector crowd aren't really into my stuff, at least yet. Yeah. That's unfortunate, yeah. God, I hate scalpers so much, I swear. They've ruined it all. They've ruined everything. That's unfortunate to hear that you get to face that kind of a community. I've had a similar encounter, but very funnily enough, I kind of outsmarted the scalpers. Like, here's the thing, I can't really tell whether they were scalpers or not, but like, what happened was I went to this convention last year, okay? It's a annual convention, or it happens around November. It was very fun. It's a 2-day weekend convention that I've only gone to once before, and this was going to be the third time they were ever doing it. And it was the first time they were sort of having Pokemon cards available. And very evidently, I went there, and it felt like a very scalper-y sort of vibe, you know? They were selling their packs, but I don't think they were trading anything. And it's pretty hard to come by Pokemon packs in India, so I was willing to take whatever. And the prices seemed like a little steeper, I feel like. But regardless of that, at the end of the day, when I got the packs, however, I ended up getting like 3 pulls out of the packs, and I could see like the way they were reacting, that they were like, "Oh my god!" It gave off the vibe that, "Holy shit, we forgot to weigh the packs, and clearly we put some really good packs in there." Because I opened a random white flare pack, and out of it, I just got the full art. What, Hilda? Yeah, I have the full art Hilda, which is like literally the first ever pack I ever opened in my life and at the event, and I got the Hilda out of nowhere. And yeah, it was very funny of an experience, but yeah, it sucks that kind of community exists now with Pokemon. I really hope they would just all leave. I remember an era of Pokemon card collection when it was just for the fun of it, you know? Too bad that doesn't exist anymore. Okay. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Okay, hold on. Let's just do this. Yeah. Oh, also another thing. Since you are here, Oni, I was actually looking through some of my old stuff, and I found an old TCG I made. I'm gonna send it over in Discord in a bit after the stream. I still don't know how the rules work because I have forgotten how the rules work. But yeah, I made them when I was a kid. I still have them apparently. Yeah, I'm more into the play community. I had a few people find my stuff cool, but gave me dirty looks. Law. Yeah. So me personally, I'm not in the play community because sometimes rules are too tough for me to understand. But I'm mostly in it for collecting really nice artists. Like one of my personal favorite artists in the TCG community is Akira Egawa. Her art is truly magnificent. Like whatever she draws is amazing. And even in like not IRL because I haven't found any cards of her IRL because they're all really high priced. But at least in TCG Pocket, like I mainly go for whenever a set releases, her artworks are the ones that I immediately hunt for because she's a fantastic artist, very, very amazing artist. But like I know there are people who are just in it for the money, which sucks. And that's the worst part. And what's even worse is that now I feel like it's even spreading to the last few communities that were safe. Like recently, the sort of community shift has been to One Piece trading cards. Like, dude, leave something at least. I'm a huge fan of One Piece. I've finished One Piece. I actually didn't even know that there was a trading card game, but I guess I found out too late because now the scalpers are just taking over that one too, and it sucks. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's because of the streamers. Yeah, I blame Logan Paul. I blame Logan Paul for the whole Pokemon boom. Let's see. We're gonna have to select this. And blur that. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I got some hits out of the few packs that I opened. I hope I can. Basically, I'm just really hoping that the next time I go to a convention, they're gonna have Mega Dream, because I personally, there are two things I like collecting in Pokemon TCG. One is Akira Ego cards, and the other one is just regular EX cards. I'm not a huge fan of the full arts. So honestly, knowing that Mega Dream has guaranteed EXs is all that I need. I'm pretty sure each pack has a guaranteed EX in that set, so that's fantastic. One guy next to me was asked by a kid, "Who was your favorite Pokemon?" The vendor told him the ones that give him the most money. Yeah, that's insane. That is insane. God. Oh, man. The fact that people can have, like, a straight face and say that is just insane to me. What type of response is that exactly? Yeah, it's cringe. That's what it is. Blur that. There we go. I especially love seeing videos of random people just destroying scalpers in random instances. Those give me actual joy looking at those videos. I've seen a video of just some guy pulling up to a scalper and just taking the ETBs um, out of his cart. Just it was just freaking hilarious. The kids were also selling it. It was like a swap shop. Oh man, yeah. It sucks that sort of pretty much a new generation is just gonna grow up thinking, oh yeah, Pokemon trading cards are basically just NFTs, which is horrendous to think about. There, that seems about right. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have to draw the gem later. Okay, wait. Yes, exactly. It sucks. It truly sucks. Yeah, okay. Before the dark times, before the scalpers. We're gonna be like literally telling our grandkids about the golden era of Pokemon like we're freaking Obi-Wan from New Hope. The worst part is the fact that it's like gambling for these kids. Yeah. The worst part is the fact that Pokemon as a company can easily do something about this, but they choose not to because it's also they would hate to admit this, but it's at the end of the day it's also giving them their own, it's giving them profit at the end of the day, which is very unfortunate. There we go. Okay. As an adult fan, I have to realize that adults ruin the fandoms. Yeah. Let's see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Add. I'm gonna take this shade right here. go. Okay. There it is. Okay. A mess of layers this one is, I swear. Uh, Probably the most complicated design I've been making in a while, with the amount of layers I've given it. Mainly because I really want to emulate the way Black Pearl Cookie is rendered, which is going to be extremely hard to maintain while also maintaining the Pokemon feel of this design. So yeah, we're building ourselves up for a very difficult challenge. All right, time to color this. Okay, there we go. There, okay. Oh, yeah, that looks nice. That looks very nice, actually. Hold on. Yeah, no, we do need that. Okay. Now, the pearl is also going to turn into black on black. That sucks. Okay. Oh, I know what I can do, though. Just going to have to take this color and make that the color. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. I think that looks good. Vaguely like a melodic, which is fine. It is supposed to look vaguely like a melodic. Filter, we're going to change this to a little more vibrant so that it stands out more. A little more on that side. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. All right. Oh, wait, I missed a part. I need to go back here and... Oh, no. There we go. Okay. I did get a few passionate kids, though, and like 15 interesting adults. Yeah. That's good, that's good. Yeah, what TCG did you go with? Like, I'm assuming you went with one of yours, right? So, which one did you go with? I can't remember the name of it. I feel like you only have one. I don't think you went with Coin Clash, but yeah, I can only remember Coin Clash, unfortunately. Yeah. 35, okay. Let's see, let's put that there. Oh, wait. I need to do this first. Select opacity. There we go. There we go. All right. Ooh. That looks amazing, by the way. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna try to... Here's the thing. I want to try to do this sort of design pattern that they did for Black Pearl Cookie. It's so iconic to the cookie design, this sort of sparkly look. But I have no idea how to do that in the Pokemon aesthetic. So we're gonna have to do some trial and error for this one. There we go. All right. No, not there. There. Okay. Oh, wait. I can do something else here. I hate that in the current sort of era of Pokemon trading cards. Like even when Mega Dream released and we got our first look at the Mega Gengar for that set, the SIR of that. I saw like one video talking about it. Their first reaction wasn't, "Oh, that's a really nice artwork." It was, "Oh no, this is the one that everyone's going to be hunting for and going to skyrocket in price." Like, why is that the first thing we need to worry about nowadays? That's truly insane to me. Clips of my video game, Coin Clash, and my print and play of Ghost Getters. Everyone thought the print and play was a scam or something. What? Okay. But yeah, okay. Ghost Getters, yeah, that's the one. Nice. That's insane though. I hope someday there is a huge Pokemon TCG stock market crash so that we can finally reclaim our beloved game. I doubt that will be anytime soon though, unfortunately. Not much interested in the video game, just one kid really like it. A few really like the coins. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair. The coins are interesting. That's a very cool concept. I myself actually enjoy it too. So, yeah, I can see it. I'm like one of the few people who actually really like the coins that come in. I want to say ETBs, but there are like other Pokemon trainer boxes that, or like Pokemon card boxes or whatever, box sets that come with those. Those coins are really nice. I love the way they're designed and stuff. I might genuinely be one of the few people who actually have interest in that. I also realized something. We're gonna have to go here and take that and do this. Hello? Okay. And there we go. That's way better. Yeah, they were like, it's free. Yeah, it's free to play. You just need to print it out and cut them to play. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point of a print and play. So considering that a scam is kind of stupid. Ooh, wait. Let me just take these off. Right, okay. That's gonna make it easier for me to... Actually, I also need to do this because all the dark parts are gonna bleed over for some reason. There we go. Mine are smooth and slightly heavier than those coins, but I love those coins. Yeah. Slightly heavier is even better, you know? I still haven't actually collected any of those coins myself. I need to get on that. There's barely any affordable options of getting one, though. Let me slurp some water real quick. Hopefully it's not too hot at the moment. Let me see. There we go. Right. There's a bit of this. But yeah, real quick, for anyone in chat, do you guys have any examples of any Pokemon designs that might have this kind of shine design that I can use as sort of reference? I, for the life of me, cannot think of any. I feel like there is, but I genuinely cannot think of any. Oh, and yeah, for all the Cookie Run fans, by the way, yes, I'm for this video, for the sequel video, I'm actually not going to be adding Seafaring in there because I kind of don't like Seafaring. We're kind of fusing Seafaring and Black Pearl, unfortunately. The main focus in the video game, the main focus is the video game, but I'll do stuff with Coin Clash this year too, especially since I was able to fix the tiles. Ooh, okay. Let me look. Okay, go for it. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, after the break though, I do want to stream again, so maybe I will figure out some kind of proper streaming schedule. We'll see. I also something my friend actually suggested in the Call of Duty stream that I did is using Turnip for all the gaming and etc. streams. Turnip or Prism. I'll have to try those two because for some reason Streamlabs did not like me, so I need to find alternatives. But yeah, hopefully next LTMAS though, regardless of anything, hopefully next LTMAS I'm able to make a few quality of life changes with the stream and how they are set up. Melmetal is pretty shiny. It is. I don't think it's really this, you know. Okay, here's the thing. Melmetal is shiny. I'm mainly looking for sparkly, you know? This is sparkly. Melmetal is shiny. That's where my issue is. That's where I'm like kind of stuck. I genuinely don't think there is any Pokemon that even vaguely looks like that, which means I'm kind of on my own for this one, which could be fun, but we'll see. Shiny sparkly is very different. Yeah, yeah. A metal is shiny, but like glitter is sparkly. They're very, very visually different, I would say. Erase that. Which is why fundamentally the line shiny sparkles from Pokemon is genuinely hilarious to me. All right, okay. Now, how would this change that? Why not Lunala or... Oh, Lunala or Solgaleo. Yeah, and Cosmog and... Right. Right, okay. I can use those guys as reference. You are right. Okay, let me go pick out some references for them real quick. Okay, so really only Cosmog. Let me just remove this. Cosmog has it the most? Whoa, did it not download? Uh-oh. Hold on. Whoops. Okay, now how about that? Okay, I'll have to delete the extra one for some reason. Whoa, how big? Oh, okay, it's bugged. Wait, it bugged out. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Put it right there. I really only need this. They kind of just put stars in there. Okay, okay. Interesting. That's on a sort of different layer. Okay. Okay, I can work with that. Let's see. Let me first do this. Right, okay. Did you open up your waifu folder there? What? No. What do you mean? What's that supposed to mean? What waifu folder? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Are there other bugs in your life? Alright, let's see. Oh, oh. Okay, there we go. No. There we go. Okay. I'm teasing because you got nervous for a moment. Oh. Yeah, no, that folder's not on this device. Right, okay. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna increase the razor so we can make this more beveled. Oh, right. Select opacity. Right. I keep forgetting to do that. Uh, hmm. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's too big. Okay. Give this man a like, everyone. Indeed. Thank you, thank you. Yes. Hit the like. Is the last stream of LTMAS. We're drawing some cookies as Pokemon for the sequel video. I promise we're gonna do a sequel video this time. I'm not gonna leave it like the what was it? The FNAF video, yeah. I'm not gonna leave it like the FNAF video. I'm actually gonna do a sequel this time. Promise, trust. At this point, maybe this is the way that I'm slowly gonna turn into the next Jinja Ninja, because you'd either die a Fakémon creator or you live long enough to see yourself become a cookie run content creator. That's the pipeline, guys. One of my favorite lines from an anime is a guy saves a young couple from a stabbing before passing, asked to delete it. Oh. Okay, let's see. The sparkles, I need to leave some space for the sparkles, right? But, oh, you can barely tell the shaded portions. Tell you what if we actually go back and slightly lighten this color. Only two options are. What do you mean? What? Okay. It's quite lighter, but let's see. Yeah, that looks much more, visible, I feel like. We might change it. We might change it. We'll see. And if I did this right, this should look actually pleasant. Yeah, I think that looks good. I'd say that looks good. Here's the thing though. Is this even necessary or should I just add the gem there? What do you guys think? Is this better or is this better? I mean, if I do just add the gem, I'm gonna have to move it slightly to the center because it's kind of just floating. But with that, I mean, it's not too bad, I would say. It's just, it feels a little out of place, I feel like. I didn't think it would be like this, but yeah. It looks cooler with the frilly thing. Okay, yeah, we'll keep the frilly thing then. Okay. Planning on doing some Fakémon style videos this year, but leaning into game design. Ooh, okay. Go for it. Go for it. Sucked opacity. Okay, let me then. The veil looks better. Okay. Yeah, I basically just took the clam shape from her chest and fused it with the skirt thing she has. I don't really know what the skirt thing is supposed to be, but sure. Let's see. Where's the blur? Okay, there it is. All right. Right there. Okay. Okay, you know what? This kind of looks weird. I'm gonna just get rid of this one. It just looks odd for some reason. Okay. That looks a bit more natural, I'd say. Blur that. Wait, why am I already blurring these? I haven't even done the second layer of shading. Okay, we're just gonna roll with it, I guess. Alright. Okay then. I need to do the second layer in a bit. Kind of just forgot for some reason. That's hilarious. Hi, hello, Green Goral. We're just gonna call you Green, but welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. How have you been doing today? He dementia be hitting hard. Yes, the dementia, but yeah, it'd be hitting hard for some reason. I don't know what happened. We're turning some legendary cookies from Cookie Run into Pokemon today for the sequel to the Cookie Run Kingdom as Pokemon video, which I'm gonna definitely deliver on, trust. But yeah. Let's see. We're gonna just blur these out and like properly shade them and then go back and do the second layer, okay? Because I genuinely just forgot. Oh yeah, wait, that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. Okay. We can duplicate this layer. I'm gonna increase that real quick so I can get the brush. Okay. Right. Let me just turn off the color so it's easier to see where I'm shading. Because Black Pearl Cookie, kind of a dark one. What type is this one? I'm contemplating between either pure water type or water dark type. I think that makes the most sense. Lore-wise, also dark type makes a lot of sense, I would say. Oh, what? Dark, yeah. I don't want to make them monotype like I did with the beasts so that I can differentiate them a lot more. But if the monotype ones make sense and don't you know, conflict with the ones I did for the beast Pokemon, it's fine. Then I might go for monotype. Cookie would probably be fairy though. Yeah. We did turn the beast cookies into Pokemon already, so yeah. Those I decided to make them all monotype, and that made the most sense, honestly. And the funniest thing is all of this started because of the Stern challenge, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make them anyway, and we're just gonna continue on. At this point, if the response continues to stay this good, which I'm glad it is, but like if it genuinely does stay this good, who knows? I might be persuaded to make a mini Cookie Run region. There are so many designs from Cookie Run that I can implement into a Pokemon region. It's giving Primarina, Final Evolution. Yeah. Here's the funny thing, right? Yesterday, when I was talking about the idea of this like cookie, legendary cookies as Pokemon, basically the concept was we're gonna be giving existing Pokemon legendary evolutions, right? So what we decided was, Primarina was one of the options for Black Pearl Cookie, but I instead decided to go with Milotic. But I guess it still ended up looking like Primarina, which is hilarious. Yeah, these are basically they are similar to Entei, Raikou, and Suicune, so they are legendary forms of existing Pokemon, but they are going to have different names. I haven't decided the names for all of them yet. We will decide them eventually. Slowly he is conversion. Wait, what? Slowly his conversion from Fakémon channel to Cookie Run channel. Indeed, it's a legendary mon. Mm-hmm. Yep, it is. It's more so like your secondary legendary mon types of Pokemon, because the main legendary is, which basically will be treated like a box art legendary, is going to be your Millennial Tree Cookie Pokemon, who I still haven't pulled, by the way. Such is life, I guess. All right, let's see. Can you do Pancake Cookie next, please? Pancake Cookie. Let me see what that looks like. Here's the thing. Is Pancake from... Pancake is a squirrel-looking one, right? Pancake Cookie. I genuinely forgot the rare cookie designs. Yeah, we can do Pancake Cookie in the future, yeah. For today, I only have sketched the Black Pearl Cookie and Wind Archer Cookie. Wind Archer is the next one we'll do. But yeah, this is a roaming legendary, basically, yeah. So Pancake could be cool. Pancake could be cool. I could do Pancake as sort of the regional rodent, pretty much, right? Because he is a squirrel, like a flying squirrel. It could work, honestly. As for starters, I'm thinking the starters are going to be Ginger Brave, Strawberry, and Wizard. Makes the most sense. But we will see. I think this makes sense. Okay, yeah. Okay. We can blur these. Filter. Gaussian blur. There we go. But yeah, that is given that these videos do well enough for me to be persuaded to make a mini Fakémon region for Cookie Run Kingdom. We'll see. We'll see how the sequel does. We shall see. I don't like being too influenced by the views, though, so I might just make them anyway, so it's not like a huge deal. But they do determine how fast I make them. Ooh, would be cool to see in the deep ocean with the dive mechanic. Yeah, you know? Very silicoated in general. There we go, okay. Did do these, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, let's do that. Ooh, that looks good. if I do say so myself. I'm gonna do something here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Not that far. It's time for the what? The spackles? What? Oh yeah, the spackles. Yes, the spackles. By the way, he's voiced by Alex from Inquisitor Master, another YouTuber, Pancake Cookie. Oh, I did not know that. I know Cookie Run has some random voice actors in it though, so honestly, unsurprising that there is like a random person like that. Spackles, I don't spell. No, it's Packles. We're doing the Spackles next. Um, let's see. We're gonna do it on a separate layer underneath. We're gonna do it like the Cosmo one, or like Cosmog, I guess. Just gonna. Okay, so Cosmog just decided to go with white. We're gonna pick from here though. There, that's the color. Okay. We're gonna do a few stars first. Okay. Let's see. Where's the eraser? There we go. No. It's gonna be tedious, that's for sure. And then I'm gonna have to make the shiny pink. Oh my god, the pink agenda will continue. Holy crap. Even though canonically it makes sense that the shiny is pink, for those who know the lore. They got Ben 10 as a cookie femboy. Anything can happen. Exactly, yeah. Yuri Lowenthal as pure vanilla cookie. Truly one of the greatest roles he's ever done. No, not one of the greatest role he's ever done. Never mind. Who the hell is making that noise outside? Okay. Pink! Yes. I'm gonna take this, copy it. Okay. What the hell? Oh, whoa, whoa. Hold on. Paste. Okay. And paste. Right there. I'm gonna do something fun. Hold on. I have an idea. I have an idea to make this easier for myself. Go here, make this 0. Bam, bam. There we go. See? I feel like if this was a 3D model, the sparkles would actually glimmer, for sure. Don't forget the rim lighting. Oh yeah, we're going to do the rim lighting in a separate layer, don't worry. Oh, that's going to be the shading layer. I'm going to do that differently. Oh god, oh no. Whoops. Oh yeah, by the way, anyone in chat hear the new song by Joji? Holy shit, that thing's been stuck in my head. Oh, yeah, don't forget the, okay, yeah. It is so peak. Right, okay. We're gonna push this down a little bit though, so that it makes sense. Okay, now for the regular circles for the rest. Now real quick, okay, it does add a little bit of a glow to it, got it. We're gonna try some stuff. Who dat? Yeah, you should, Joji, yeah. Really nice artist. Recently just came out of the dead. Came back from the dead, I mean, to release a new album in February. Amazing music. Ooh, yeah, this does look good. Oh, whoa, whoa. Who told you to do that? There we go. Okay. I know how to fix this. Hold on. I just need to move this slightly towards the... There we go. There we go. I think that looks neat. 50% of my music taste is Miku, and the other 50% I don't even know how to describe, but I haven't heard of them. Someone just screamed. Someone just screamed? What? But yeah, genuinely, listen to Love You Less by Joji. It's so fantastic. It's a really nice song. There we go. Okay. It looks good. We're gonna duplicate the layer. We're gonna try a few things. In the background? Really? Okay, I have headphones on so that I can do the mic. I couldn't hear it. Must have been the neighbors. Just ignore it. Let's just make it 20. No, 20 is too much. 15. Yeah, there we go. Right. Ooh, that does look nice, but it looks nice, but it can be nicer. I heard a ah. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, must have been the wind. That looks really nice. Maybe a bit too much though. I feel like the reason Black Pearl Cookie hits so well is the fact that there's only a few of it. I think we can do a little bit better. But one thing I do want to try before then is... Whoa, that looks gnarly. Okay, no, that's weird. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I love the glow. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of how Cosmog does it. So seemed about right. That's why I have the Cosmog reference. We're gonna see if we can maybe like move it around a little bit more to make it look less all over the place. Yeah, what do we think about that? Oh wait, I know. Let's like move this a little bit up. Her name is now Globert, or his name again? I don't know. Her name, yeah. No, this is Black Pearl Cookie. Of course it's a her. Yes. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. Right, we need to shade the Black Pearl in quotes. It's barely black, I know. Right, we're gonna increase this so I can take the color back. Yeah, it looks great. Nice. Glad it worked out. Let me just turn off Cosmog though. There it is. Okay. Right. I'm gonna go back in here. Make it look as... It's gonna end up looking like an Ender Pearl at this point. It'd be cool if you hire someone to make a fan game. Yes. Maybe someday. We'll see. I have ideas for fan games and stuff, but I don't see myself making one anytime soon. Oh, oops. I do know a few people in the fan game space, though, so I could be helped if help was needed ever. Let's see. We're gonna... Oh, right. This is in a different layer. No, I can't do that, can I? Okay. We're gonna have to make a new layer. I'm gonna have to fuse these two layers, right? Okay. And then make a new one. Set that to 35. There we go. Yo, I managed to catch live. Hello, Galaxy Cat. Welcome to the stream. We are this far into Black Pearl Cookie. I think she looks fantastic. Lavaverse. An Ender Pearl. This is an Ender Pearl. Crunch and Bite would get a buff for sure. Yes. Fabulous. Indeed. Blur these a little. There we go. Popular. You're gonna be popular. Or however that song goes. I don't like Wicked. Or maybe I do, who knows. Let's see. We're gonna have to go here. We're gonna have to select the opacity for this first. And now we go into the highlights, right? So, for the highlights, I think usually I go with yellow, but here's the thing. How does yellow look? What if we go with a little bit of greener, you know? So that it just turns into cyan when we use the shading. A bit more greener. A little more greener. The amount of Cookie Run ads I see, and it's just those two lines before I skip it. Yeah. Well, we got the Cookie Run Kingdom Wicked collab for a reason, I guess. I will say this. I don't care about Wicked, but I can agree to the fact that of all things, Wicked decided to collab with Cookie Run makes the most sense because of how important witches are in the storyline. I'm genuinely glad that we didn't get like a Fortnite collab. I think we didn't. I really hope we didn't. Honestly, what? Glinda, right. Glinda's outfit slaps, true. Saw the first one, it was okay, yeah. Oh, what the? Okay. Oh god, the brush is that huge. It's like, what the hell is happening? Where's the brush, you know, thingy? Jonesy as a cookie would go crazy. We got Cookie Run and PUBG collab for some reason, which was very weird. But that happened, so we're not too far away. Okay. Now this one's gonna be tough. Okay. What the hell? Okay. Bucket this. Erase a bit. I still don't understand the context behind there being a Cookie Run and PUBG collab. But yeah. I'm just glad that it wasn't with Cookie Run Kingdom, it was just with Oven Break. If they added Miku as a cookie, I might have to play CRK. Oh my god, yes. We kinda do have Miku, right? Like, Twizzly Gummy Cookie really does look like a Miku meets Jinx. And also we have, what is it? We have a few pop star characters, you know? We have a few singers. They aren't really all Miku, but sure. Suspension of disbelief. I'm surprised that they haven't done a cookie jockey. Cookie jockey. No. We can't use that meme anymore. We left it behind last year. We must abide by the great meme reset, you know? None of that. Do those look good? Does that look good? Or maybe. Nah, I think it's fine. Cookie Jockey is now a new meme, so like it counts. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that does make sense. Oh no. If for some reason we've just started inventing channel exclusive brain rot, which is hilarious. All right, we can actually go. No, you know what? Oh, okay. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. Nope. We have the pink agenda. That's the channel exclusive meme. There you go. Is Black Pearl your favorite cookie? You joined during her update, right? Yes. There's no reason to hide that even. I'm pretty sure like most people know this, yeah. It took me ages to get her, but I was jumping with joy when I finally did. There's a reason I'm just randomly skipping out Sea Fairy for and instead doing Black Pearl Cookie. You know what? I'm gonna do that in a different layer. I just imagine that this Pokemon wraps its preys and drags them down into the water. Yes. This is what we deserved as Mega Milotic. In some other universe, this is Mega Milotic. Who knows? This is Milotic Dark Mode. That's what this is. Stream muted, but I am back for peak. Ooh, welcome back, bot dude. Welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. My name is Welcome. Welcome. Shadow Milotic? Yes. Shadow Milotic. Right, okay. Before I play a game, I do like infinite playing, like, what? Infinite playing, like, before even touching the game. I know all the characters, my favorite characters, and the team I'm gonna use. I'm not sure if this is good or bad habit. Planning nothing. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, that's fair, but honestly, it's for something like Cookie Run, you might be better off not doing that, you know? Because comps are always changing, good characters always get released. Where are the nostrils? How does she breathe? Unless she has gills. Oh, right, I did forget to give her the gills. She has gills. We're gonna give them to her in a bit. I completely forgot to give her gills. Um, right, that's what's missing. That's what looks so weird. Okay. The dementia's back. Oh no. PETA, the dementia's here. Does anyone else play new Pokemon Snap? Oh no, I have not played new Pokemon Snap. I do know of it. I have seen some gameplay of it. Well, I'm the opposite. I jump in with zero prep. Yeah. I'm a bit of both, I feel like. It really depends on what game I'm playing, you know? For something like Cookie Run, I didn't do that. That's for sure. Now she's going to die of lack of air. Oh no. No. Wait, this is the eraser, right? Okay. Oh my god. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but outside there's another crew of 30 rupees slayers. Slayers? No, scammers. Okay. She's suffering! I forgot the word for that. It's like depression. Yeah. That's the word. Suffocation. Give her gills. Okay, okay, okay. I'll give her gills. Drop everything. We're giving her gills. Let's see. Let's see. This layer, right? They're back. What the fuck? Okay then. Digital pin, please. There you go. You happy now? She has gills. She can breathe, yes. I remember years ago I looked into strategies on fighting game. My friends stopped playing the game. Oh no. Oh man, that's awful. That's what happens though. That's what happens. Let's see, blur. Right, okay. There you go. I feel like you should add black spines. She does have spines right here. I think I will make them darker though. Yeah, you're right. I think I should change the colors. They kind of get mixed into the hair color. It's hard to tell them apart. So we're gonna change the color of that. You're right. Okay. Eraser. Nope, wrong eraser. Whoops. Airbrush, right. No way. This is probably the longest I've taken to draw a Fakémon, though. Hopefully, Wind Archer is going to be quicker. I do realize now that I'm going to have to go gather a screenshot of Wind Archer because I don't have one downloaded. But that's fine. Screenshot or just the render, the official render will do. Right. That's about it, right? Mm-hmm. Right. To look like the bottom of her scepter? Yes. Yeah, scepter. Wrong spelling. I think that's why it's being held for review, but yeah. Oof. Well, what? Not yet. I can't spell. What? I feel part of the fun is figuring it out. Yep. I like what you did with the highlights. They make her look wet and slimy. Right. We're gonna add one more layer of highlights though, which yeah, that will do. Okay. I know it's probably a different color than the one I used for the highlight, but you know what? Black Pearl is special enough. We're gonna give her special treatment. Eye highlights? Not really. There we go. Okay. I say that's pretty good. I say that is pretty good. Oh, wait, I missed one right here. There we go. Okay. Right, what was I missing again? Right, I'm gonna change the colors. Let me just put these into one layer, actually. Gonna go back and use this shade, actually. That makes sense, yeah. Okay. And, yeah, we can turn that off. There we go, I think that looks good. Right, keep this. Ooh, I still missed a layer. That sucks. Or, like, missed a highlight, anyway. All the way over here. I'm gonna do something here, though. Gonna erase this. Oh, no. Oh. By the way, you can call me Sophia? Sure. Sophia's in chat. Okay, that works. I need to go. Have a great stream, everyone, and feel free to message me on Discord. I will. Yes. I do need to, not on Discord, like not personally, but I will share to your server. I will be sharing that trading card game that I made as a kid I found. But yeah, have a great day. Oh, whoa. Hold on. I know I can use this for my benefit. Hold on. Just select opacity there, and there we go. I think. Right. Blur. I think that's about right. Yeah. I think that's about right. Danger Water Noodle. Yes. Danger Noodle Water Edition. I need to add one last piece of highlights, and that is in the eyes. Just this will do. I think that does wonders. No. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's Black Pearl. Bro, I found the most legendary YouTube title and it's calling me on me to watch. Should I? Go for it. I predicted it. Yes, you did. The eye highlights. The highlights even, some might say. There we go. Okay. We are going to now... How do I do this? Right, okay. I'm going to fuse these. Turn that off. Okay. Let me just download this first. Turn that off. These, all of them. And fuse this down here. What the fuck? There we go. Do that. No, that's fine. Delete that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Now we are gonna give her the white pearl treatment, right? The form she had. I do need to pull up a reference though, real quick. Let me pull that up on a different screen. White pearl. Oh, sorry, faded radiance. That's the skin, right? Faded radiance. CRK. There we go. Let me get those colors. Okay. Okay. Really bright. I don't know how the shine is going to transfer over. We'll see. We will try our best. There we go. We can color correct it, I think. Duplicate that, right? So, let's see. This is going to be on the pinker side, but a lot lighter. Say somewhere around there. No, I think a little grayer, right? Yeah. Surprisingly. Okay. The hair stays mostly the same, but a little more bright pink, whitey. There we go. Now most of this is going to turn pink. Ooh. I know this is a bigger departure from the actual design, but we're kind of just going to roll with it, right? I don't know. It doesn't really give off the vibe that I want it to give off. Hold on, let me just see it with the shading. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know. I think we can go lighter. I think we can go lighter for the body. More accurate to the actual skin. Now that may be a little too light, but we'll figure that out. this needs to be not this gray. Wow, the entire vibe of this design just changed for some reason. She looks edible. I'm going to have a field day with this shiny. I don't like being alone, chat. Okay, I'm still here. Nice. Might not have time for the other cookie at this rate. No, no, no. We will do Wind Archer. Don't worry. I'm just trying to perfect this one. Yeah, okay. Honestly, keeping the eyes that cyan genuinely looks nice. Am I going to have a field day with this shiny? Yeah. Not even. Oh, I read that as Amma. Yeah, no. Emma. Yes. Okay, we're going to duplicate. Oh, yeah, this is the duplicate. Never mind. I'm going to change the drawing color. Yep. White seems perfect. There you go. That's the Faded Radiance shiny. I'm just sitting here on my couch. I know the pearl looks kind of weird with the green, but we're just going to ignore that, I think. Given it is a shiny and it gets the point across, I think. Oh, right. And of course, how can I forget? We're going to have to change the color of this. You forgot to color the inner tail? Oh, right. Good shout, good shout. Oh, no. There we go. Turn that off. We can keep that actually the same blue. We'll see. I'm going to duplicate the layer actually. And go back down here. God, this thing has way too many layers. I don't know why it's so chaotic. Looks like a big sprinkle. The pearl, yeah. This is the most chaotic design I've made actually. High key. We're gonna have to turn this back on. There we go. Okay. And go to filter. We're gonna change the. Oh no, not change the drawing color. I think just hue. Nope. Yeah, that'll do. Yep, there we go. She was a fairy. Yes, indeed. And there we go. That is the shiny. We're gonna go back to the regular form though, because yeah, I mean yeah. That's why I'm just imagining a very tiny one just trying to look menacing while looking so cute. There you go though. Really happy with the sparkles, especially. Yeah, we do have another one to do, and we're gonna take a small break because I need to go to the loo, and we'll be right back with Wind Archer Decidui. Actually, on second thought, hold on. Let me leave you guys on this and go pause the stream for a little bit. And we're back. All right. This one's going to be significantly easier than Black Pearl, of course, because for the most part, Wind Archer is not that complicated of a color design or anything. What the hell? Okay, it broke again. Hold on. Let me just... There we go. And it's back. Okay. Wow, that's really high quality for some reason. All right. Yes. So we are doing next Wind Archer Owl, aka Wind Archer Decidui. So for the most part, honestly, now that I look at regular Wind Archer, the eyebrow thing actually works out. But anyway, as I said before, for those who were in the stream, we were doing basically how the concept works is each of these new legendaries for the Cookie Run legendaries are actually existing Pokemon turned into legendaries by the Millennial Tree Cookie Pokemon to serve as the guardians of the elements. And so basically, he did the same treatment to Milotic for Black Pearl Cookie, and in this case is, of course, Wind Archer Cookie, which is Decidueye. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with the concept for that because, again, barely done, in my opinion. But on the other hand, I have yet to come up with what Mons make the most sense for the other legendaries. So that includes... Oh, wrong eraser. That includes Fire Spirit um, and Moonlight Cookie, right? Those are the last two left. I'm thinking for Moonlight Cookie, I think the one that makes the most sense to give this sort of legendary evolution treatment to is probably Lunatone, right? But Fire Spirit, I have no idea. Because there are like so many fire Pokemon. Honestly, you know what would be hilarious if I just made a Charizard. Fire Spirit Charizard form. There you go. Because let's be honest, if it was Pokemon, they would probably do that to Charizard. There we go. Honestly, if I do go the route of making a Pokemon region fully for Cookie Run, I might just... I might do it. Like, we could have stuff like Crispia be the actual region, you know? I know Crispia is just one portion of the Cookie world, but we can make that the region name because I'm pretty sure the in-universe name of the continent is just Cookie Kingdom, which is so lame. He be owl. Yes, he be owl indeed. I saw the concept art. Yeah. Can the neck go 360? For sure, for sure. He is an owl, of course. Surely. What about chandelier for fire ghost type? And what's another word for ghost? That's right, spirit. Oh, right. That's true. I might want to avoid Chandelure because Chandelure just got a mega. But like, I guess technically Decidueye also just got a regional variant, so it's not like really on the nose. Chandelure is just one of those Pokemon that are very evidently just Chandelure, you know? If I could use Chandelure, but like, I don't know. We'll have to figure something out. I was just using it as an example. I know, I know. Oh, okay. Yeah, these guys do need names, actually. Wind Archer and Black Pearl Cookie as Pokemon. I'm not just going to be calling them Legendary Decidueye and Legendary Milotic. That would be odd. So we will give them new names, I think. Like Archowl or something, maybe. I don't know. Archowl makes sense. There we go. The Archer of the Wind, yes. Some might even call it the Wind Archer. Oh my god. Alright, okay. Okay, that's too low. Wait. Whoa. Uh, how high does it need to be? That high, okay. I actually don't know what to do for the shiny 4 Wind Archer. I can't think of any skins to reference. The Queen of the Abyss? The Queen of the Abyss? Ooh, right, yeah. For Black Pearl, of course. Makes sense. There we go. There we go. I'm thinking of actually legendary sounding names. Yeah, which is fair. I mean, they would obviously have titles, but they also need Pokemon names, you know? I'll think of something. I'll think of something. But if you guys recommend something good in chat, I might even use that. So, yeah. There we go. Right. There we go. Okay. And, oh, right. I also did this. Makes a lot of sense. And there we go. We're more or less just keeping... Here's the thing. Decidueye already as a Pokemon is quite literally Wind Archer. Like, it's a grass ghost type, which is very different, I know. But, like, Wind Archer looks like he's made of grass, and the rest of its line is flying type, and also it's an archer, so genuinely it's just the same. I'm gonna head out now, but I can say I've been on every LTMAS stream. Yes, and that is truly an honor, the highest of honors. See ya. Have a great day, and yeah. There you go. Okay. Okay. Raise this. In general, though, I'm surprised that there really isn't any other, archer Pokemon per se that I could use. It quite literally has to be Decidueye, and that's kind of the other reason why I didn't go with didn't go with Primarina for Black Pearl Cookie, because having two of the sort of archetypical legendary forms become, Alolan starters would be insane. Wind Sniper, Wind and Sniper. Ooh, that's nice. Wind Sniper. Okay, I could work with that. There we go. Does that look good when I take it out? Yeah, that looks really good. Okay. Nope. How do I do the fingers? Right. No, that looks weird. Nope. That'll have to do, I think. Bear, okay. No. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no, never mind. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I think... Oh, wait, I didn't do anything for the thumb now, did I? So that would look weird. I'm just gonna do that. There we go. Right. Okay. And I'm not talking too much, that's my bad. I'm kind of just locking in for this so that I can finish it in time. Which I think we will be able to. We are only, like, what? We're 2 hours in now. We have another hour left of the stream, so that's fine. I think we're good to go. Especially because Wind Sniper? What? Almost said Wind Sniper. No, Wind Archer. Wind Archer cookie is not as complicated as something like Black Pearl cookie. Significantly easier concept design. So yeah, we should be good to go. And honestly, I don't really want to end LTMAS by drawing IXC monsters. So we might end the stream after we're done with Wind Archer. It would be cool if he had a rose to use the thorns on his arrows. Rose. Ooh. That could be cool. That could be cool. That could be interesting. I'll see if I can implement that. Honestly, how would I implement that? That's the issue, though. I'm more so thinking of the arrows themselves being more like these spectral arrows that he regularly uses. He can just summon them with the magic. The bow is... It works the same as with the Decidueye bow, except his sort of string is attached to his tail, as you can see here. Like, there. And he just pulls it up with one of his hands and, you know, just does the thing. But, yeah. Like the idea, I don't really know how to implement it, though. There we go. And there. There. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Or he could use his feathers. Yeah, I think since Decidueye already uses his feathers, I think I do want to stray away from that. I think I want to keep it the spectral arrows so that it's, you know, because it's not just regular Decidueye, it's the legendary form of him. So it's going to be a little different. There we go. No, that never mind. There we don't go, because that did not look good. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's better. I'm probably genuinely just going to be playing Cookie Run after the stream as well. I still need to get Millennial Tree. What if his arrows miss? They set up Leech Seed. Oh, that's fun. He's just like, he randomly just sets up Leech Seed anyway. You know, that could actually be a cool ability he has, like which allows it to where if he has any move that isn't completely accurate and misses, it automatically sets up Leech Seed. Could you imagine how busted that would be? Holy. All right. Yeah. Okay, I need to change something here. I do like where it starts and where it goes, but I kind of want it to go like this, you know? Or like, kind of like that, a little higher. He is a legend after all. True. That's cool. Yeah. God, the neighbors can be so loud sometimes. Truly. It's a shame. It's a lot more audible in the streams, of course, but the amount of times I have to cut while recording is insane. One of his what? One of his I don't know. I don't know what that means. Okay. There we go. Right. So this Pokemon's gonna be treated like the main sort of emissary of the Millennial Tree Cookie Pokemon, which I'm still deciding what creature to make. I think the deer makes the most sense, but let's be honest, that's just gonna end up being Xerneas, so probably not. Animation should be him drawing his tail bow, then pulling it away. Yeah. Tail bow? No, no, no. His bow is the wing. This is the string. He pulls the string from his tail. Impractical? Sure. Cool? Yes. Okay. All right. These are probably single-handedly some of the toughest things to draw as a finger artist, is just making these sharp turns. Holy. But yeah, I think that's the best we can do, and that's the best we're gonna do. And let's go back to the legs and make our way through the rest of the design. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Do we give it the Blaziken treatment, or do we just keep it flat? By the way, I have YouTube content. Cool, cool. That's nice. All right, let's see. I want it to look natural. Okay. We're gonna just I've drawn too much Angry Birds. I just realized because this is how I would draw the movie art style. I was just like, oh my god, I'm drawing an Angry Bird because he lives in the forest. Yeah, fair enough. There we go. All right. All right. Yeah. Okay, maybe, just make this a little longer and sharper. Yep. Yep, that works. Okay. Now for the tail. Let me just look at it before we get to it, though. Ooh, yeah, that looks good. Looking good. Looking good. We're gonna move this up a little bit so that it is proportionate. There we go. We're gonna erase this slightly. I know it's barely any pixels of difference, but it's pissing me off. Anyway, I feel like he should be able to turn his neck 360 degrees to opponents behind him. He for sure can. For sure. He's an owl. Of course he can. And we can do the tail for the last bit of the line art. He should be able to hit the 2-turn moves that protect him for 1 turn, or is that too OP? He should be able to hit the 2-turn moves that protect them from 1 turn. I don't get that, but I don't know. Maybe. Dig. Oh, okay, I see. Right. Nah, I think that would be a bit too OP. Just a smidge too OP. But yeah. Right, I still need to decide the animal I want to make the millennial tree cookie. I think, inspiration-wise, we're all obviously going to go with Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil makes the most sense. Tree and all that. I'm going to try not to go with a deer because we don't want another Xerneas. For a long while, I was contemplating whether to make millennial tree cookies Pokemon a literal Xerneas form, the same I did with every other Pokemon in this, like sort of making alternate forms of existing Pokemon, but honestly that might be overkill, That means it uses that move, he can set up Leech Seed because he misses. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, there we go. Okay. But yeah, today's the last day of LTMAS. It's truly been an amazing ride. We're actually probably going to wrap up after this one is done. But yeah, it's been quite an amazing ride. We've been live for 12 days straight. Or like not 12 days straight. It's not a subathon, but yeah, we've been live for 12 days, one after the other. And it's been truly fun. But of course, the fun doesn't end here. We will be making content soon. And for, keeping up with it, the best place you can do that is joining the Discord. That's where I hang out. I may be sharing the full renders of these in the Discord, maybe. Or maybe later, we'll see. May or may not. We shall see. Right, okay. Let's just turn this off so that it's easier. Hikey, the tail just turned into Articuno's tail, which is hilarious. But, bird. Bird. No. Okay. Quibus for Dark Pearl? Black Pearl, yeah. Queen and Abyss. Quibus, okay. I mean, probably wouldn't spell it like that. I mean, Abyss is spelled like Abyss, yeah. Quibus or something like that. Questions. I do like Quibus, but I feel like... Holy. Okay, man. You got your point across. But yeah, I think Quibus... I like the name. It doesn't sound like the legendary Pokemon of the Dark Seas, you know? We can work with it, though. There we go. There we go. All right. Looking good. It's giving legendary, honestly. Oh, I do need to add a few more details. Like this. Okay, no. There we go. And there. Yep, that works. Okay. Any other piece of detail that makes sense? I don't think there is any necessity for anything else, per se. Yeah, we can go into the coloring phase. Let's just go. Let's do it. Let's do this. All right. The base body is going to be this color, right? Oh, huh. Never really figured that would be the color, but all right. There we go. And there, all right. And the secondary color is this, which is going to be there. And this right there. Oh, nope. Okay. Okay, never mind. There too, right. Okay. Third color is going to be that one. I'm going to be here. Sort of, okay, no, that's, okay, wait. No, not this color. That color. A little bit more towards the blue, I feel like. Cause color theory and stuff, you know? Okay, hold on. These are going to be that. That's going to be that. Okay. Okay. And maybe let's make... Again, I know I'm not talking enough, but I'm sure that's fine. There we go. Okay, too green, I feel like. This does give off the vibe of like some kind of long lost final member of the legendary bird trio. Huh? Why did I do that? Okay, that's weird. Let me just get rid of that. There we go. Let's do that. Whoop. Okay. And we do need to, I think this green is too light. Let's darken it up. No, not that dark. Holy. Oh, hold on. Right, okay. And we're back. Ignore that. Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. And yeah, welcome back, Galaxy Cat. We are currently drawing a Wind Archer cookie as a legendary form of Decidueye. We're gonna go here and make this like really light green. There. I think that is good for the base colors. I'm probably gonna make this like flying grass type. Makes sense. It is the type pretty much everybody thought Decidueye would be, but for some reason it's just randomly ghost type. Kind of want to keep the eyes white. Like, high key. Did you like my dex entry? Ooh, I missed that. Hold on. Wind Sniper is often unseen by his enemies and often attacks by surprise. Using the wind to guide his arrows, they almost never miss. But if they do, the arrow will start sending the life force to Wind Sniper. Ooh, I'm gonna keep that. That does sound fun. We could do something with that. We could do something with that. Right. What color should I make the eyes, though? Should I give it pupils? Let me try. Let me see what it looks like. Ooh. I don't know. It seems... Wait, I also missed something here. Hold on. Did it get your seal of approval? Sure, yeah. It's good. It is good. I like it. Let's see. Me like. Right. I'm sounding like a villager for some reason. Okay. Yeah, I think I like the colors. It's mainly just the eye that is sticking out to me. How do we go the literal route of just no. I like him without pupils personally. Yeah, I think I do too. Fun fact, owls can't move their eyes. That's why they move their necks instead. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna keep him wide-eyed. Honestly, even eerier given the fact that he's an archer and he looks practically blind, but you know, yeah, okay. Invert check is perfect. Okay. Right, now we can move on to the shading. We're going to do the regular shading that we do. No need to go as fancy as we did for Black Pearl. Which, by the way, Galaxy Cat, did you miss Black Pearl or did you see the final version of that? Because we will go back and show that off at the end of the stream anyway. Yeah, he can sense them using sound waves, indeed. He can sense them using the wind. Select opacity, and there we go. I did see the final version. I left shortly after. It looks super cool. Nice, nice. Alright, let's see. Here we go. This one should not be as hard. I will make a separate layer to do the gem shading because the gem is sort of its own thing. He needs like scars from past battles. True, maybe. I don't know. I feel like Pokemon generally does not go that route. We'll see. I think this design looks legendary enough already, so we don't really need to go that route. Only if you want to, yeah. Let's erase this, and okay. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Add a little bit of shading right there. Maybe just one over the eye, like here, you know? Here's the thing. I think the fact that regular Wind Archer does not have any scars gives them sort of that clean vibe that he has. Because, let's be honest, there are cookies with scars. I feel like giving the Pokemon version of Wind Archer scars would be, it would look cool. Don't get me wrong. Whoa, not that big. But, I don't know. We'll see. I might add something. Let me get done with the base shading, though. Then I'll play around with it, I think. Here's the thing. For the Black Pearl cookie, there is a proper, inspiration. Because Black Pearl cookie is not just based off of Black Pearl, because I don't want to do that with these Cookie Run Pokemon. I want, like, proper secondary inspirations for them to make sense. For Black Pearl, it's kind of based off of the sort of Chaos Comp storyline, or basically your Jormungandrs, your sort of these oceanic serpentine creatures. It makes a lot of sense, but for Wind Archer, I kind of just did Decidueye, which is ironic, but I think that's inspiration enough. I don't really... Oh, yeah, well, okay. Technically, there is one inspiration that I can pull, and that is Athena. Athena is associated with not only archery, but also, of course, owls. So, honestly, that makes sense. Hold on, let me cook. Wisdom in... I know, right? Yeah, it works. This is the fun thing about making Fakémon based off of Cookie Run, is the fact that they just give you the inspirations. They aren't like too complicated designs. They kind of design each cookie with the general understanding in mind. So some of the designs do end up being, generally more well recognizable because of that. Right. Okay. The bow itself is actually colored like his hair. I never realized that. Interesting. I'm not going to do that, though. Although, here's my question. I understand that every cookie is meant to be a flavor or like a food or whatever. What is a Wind Archer? And how can you make a cookie out of that, That is my question. What is this so-called Wind Archer? Air cookie, yeah. It's just air. Invisible cookie. I feel like the even bigger important question is the fact that, number one, what the hell is a millennial tree, and why are you just having cookies made of tree bark? High-key, I'm concerned about the sort of diet of these witches, so-called. And also, Black Pearl cookie. What do you mean you're eating a Black Pearl? What? Luck will always be on Wind Sniper's side because he has 4-leaf clover. Oh, not just one. He has 3 4-leaf clovers, and he might have a few on his back as well. So luck is definitely on this guy's side. Cinnamon is actually made from tree bark. True, but then you would just call a millennial tree cookie cinnamon cookie, right? There we go. Yeah, but that sounds less cool. True, true. What about Fire Spirit? What is fire spirit made of? These are the average Cookie Run Kingdom enthusiasts' shower thoughts, basically, at this point. Spicy, but no, that's burning spice cookie. We can't have so many spice cookies, you know. Ghost peppers. Yeah, actually, yeah, that makes sense. Fire spirit, yeah. Ghost pepper. Okay, you got me. Still, how do you eat a black pearl? How do you eat any pearl to begin with? Right. Either burnt cookie or you ingest actual fire while eating the cookie. No, it's called fire spirit cookie because when you eat it, it's just pure fire and you just burn yourself to death. So you just turn into a spirit. There you go. Fire spirit cookie. It's not describing the ingredients, it's describing the process of your death. There we go. Yeah, for everyone in chat, what is their favorite cookies? Because I assume there are a lot of people here who are actually Cookie Run Kingdom players. Or Oven Break, you know. I'm personally just a Kingdom player, but, you know. Personally, my top cookies, obviously Black Pearl is one of my favorites. But I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Silent Salt is another favorite of mine. Pancake cookie? Yeah, I figured. Maybe that's why the legendaries are so powerful, because the witches would just die if they ate them. Yeah. Like, okay, I understand. I didn't bring up Moonlight Cookie because of this, because I understand that one wasn't made by the witches. That one was made by the wizards, and the wizards don't want to eat cookies to begin with. They kind of use them as magical vessels, right? That's the whole point of the Eternal City of Wizards and all that. So, Moonlight Cookies, fine. Stardust Cookie, also fine. Those make sense. But like, again, insane how they can get away with, you know. I feel like they would just choke on the Black Pearl. Also, there's like general, there's implications that Black Pearl Cookie is a non-cookie or something. Like, I'm pretty sure it's implied that she isn't a cookie per se. She's like a gem mermaid, right? But also not. Like, she talks about cookies in like a way that sounds like she isn't one, or she doesn't consider herself as one. Who knows? There we go. All right. Okay. Right. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit over here. Maybe she just thinks of herself as better because she can touch water. Yeah. That's also a likelihood. I don't know. Doesn't change the fact that she's one of my favorites. Easily. Ow. Ah. Okay. Oh, my back. I've been sitting like this for the past 12 days. My back is starting to give in now. I love how that just implies that I haven't moved in between streams. There we go. Alright, okay. Now we give the highlight shade right there, and bro's becoming a monument. Oh no, monument mythos, oh no. I'm gonna become a Lincoln looker now. That's a deep cut. I don't even know if people would get that reference nowadays. I really hope they do. Monument mythos is so peak. Eraser, right? Yeah. Erase that. Heike looks like a strawberry. Howdy. Hold on. I'm going to stop chatting for a bit because I'm gonna have lunch. Okay, go for it. Have your lunch. But welcome to the stream, Jodam. Hope you're having a great day today. And yeah, today's the finish. I have summoned John Strawberry himself. Sorry, Joe Strawberry, yes. Yeah, we're currently designing this guy, Wind Archer Decidui, as we're currently calling him. Or, I guess, Wind Sniper. Just woke up, so it's not bad law. Nice. Right, it's like time zones, I keep forgetting, right? There we go, and we're gonna go in and add the leg shading. Oh, yeah, this is the second mon we're designing. We'll stick around till the end of the stream. Oh, we're gonna go back and show off the other one. We're gonna have to turn this off for a bit. Oh, we will go show off the other one. I'm really proud of that one, actually. I think I'm going to be more proud of it once I actually spend some time away and not looking at it and then go back and look at it, which is what I'm doing while drawing Wind Archer. Okay. Highlight, highlight. There we go. I've been talking a little less today, which is very weird. I keep realizing that I'm talking less today, but that's fine. That is fine. You know what? I know the perfect way of making up for it. More ASMR. Probably not my best work, but you know, close enough. All right. I've been tempted to make a alt account or like a mystery account where I have like secret ASMR videos and I just lead you guys on a freaking One Piece quest and never tell you about where and how to find it. I've been tempted to do that, honestly, with sort of the reception that my ASMR has gotten. Okay. Oh, no. No. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna bucket that. That would be hilarious, lol. I know. Yes, it would be. It truly would be. Wealth, fame, and ASMR. I left it all in one piece. It can be yours. I left it all in one piece. Yeah, I do realize as I keep shading this, I did accidentally make the tail the same as Articuno's, which doesn't have to be a bad thing, you know? It doesn't have to be a bad thing. Let's see. Oh. Okay. No, that looks weird. Right, okay. Really locked in today, huh? Extremely locked in today. Extremely locked in today. Indeed. Wealth, fame, lip smacking, Lava Tyrant, King of ASMR made this, and anything else ASMR let him law. All we need is ask the question for me to set this up, and then never mention it again. Funnily enough, it might only have literally one video on that channel, but it would be like lost media or something. There would be no clues, nothing whatsoever. And his whispers drove countless souls to search. Right, okay. Yeah, this seems good. And let's just give the wing shading, of course. Just easy enough, just like that. And now we can bring back in the colors and do the second layer. Duplicate. Oh, not invert color. There we go. What? What just happened? Okay. There we go. Finally. Finally. Okay. But yeah, before you came in here, Jodam, we did do Black Pearl Cookie as a Pokemon. Or like basically legendary form of Milotic, because this is of course a legendary form of Decidueye, like I mentioned. So yeah. That one I'm really proud of. Taps metal cup with nails. You want my ASMR? You can have it. I left it all. I've left everything I've made on one channel. Now you just have to find it. Oh, nice, lol. Yeah. Did I? Oh, right. I missed some shading. Okay. Nah, it's now you have to hear it. Also, welcome Pink to the chat. Welcome. Hope you're having a fantastic day. True, lol. Yeah. Very true. Very true. Whoa, what the? Okay. All right. Okay then. There we go. Oh, we are closing in on the time. Okay. We need to speed up then. Kind of been doing leisurely, but we're gonna lock in for real now. Didn't even notice the clock. Holy. Right. Okay. Yeah. I think that's about good. We can go here. We're gonna add that. Of course. Of course. Of course. There we go. Well, I know I was barely here, but I do have to head out. Got to start my day lol. Oh, fair enough. Also, welcome back, Sophia. Right? Yeah. Good luck with the finale of this LTMAS. Indeed, indeed, we're closing in on it, and hopefully, we're gonna end it with a bang, or whatever. I guess like we're not gonna end it with a bang. We're not gonna end it with a whimper. We're gonna end it by baking cookies. Yeah. Okay. Um. Hmm. There we go. And there we go. I think that's about it for the shading. Oh, wait, we can add a little bit more here. Well, we're gonna add the highlights last, of course. Oh, a little bit more here. If I do say so myself. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Oh yeah, I do need to shade the gem too, right? We're gonna really have to lock in for this one. Okay. Let's give it the Gaussian blur. And let's give this the Gaussian blur. Yeah, okay, okay. And we're gonna go to the actual blur. The shiny should be autumn. Oh yeah, you're so right. It doesn't even have to reference any like existing Wind Archer shinies. I'm just gonna make it autumn. It makes so much sense. Right, okay. Oh, I just realized something. Hold on. I just realized why this looks so weird. Give me that. Filter. Gaussian blur. We're gonna make this 7. That's why it looked so weird. Right. Now we can go back in. Oh, whoa. Blur. There we go. Okay. I swear, I was like, why does it look so weird? Why does it look so blurry? Yeah, now that makes way more sense. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. I have to do the gemstone too. I can't forget to do the gemstone. And this sort of thing in the same sort of glowy vibe. Yeah, this gemstone right here, that's the part that needs to be done after everything is set in place. Right, this is the last day of LTMAS. What are you doing on the channel after this? Right, so after this, we have a few things we are going to be doing. The main one, of course, is the video for these guys, of course, the sequel to the Cookie Run Kingdom as Pokemon video. That is the one that is probably going to be the next one. Of course, like I said, a bit of a break on January. I don't think I'm going to be posting too much on January, because we did just stream for 12 days straight. I think that more than makes up for the missed videos from last year and missing a few videos in January. As for other things, I will be continuing work on Project IXC, which is my graphic novel. And we're probably gonna be making episode 4 this year, later this year, eventually. Wait, this layer, right? And that one's gonna be a whole lot of fun. That one's gonna be the long-awaited character video. I feel like in close combat he would grow vines to hold the enemies down. True. Yeah. And yeah, other than that, Fakémon-wise, I think more of random stuff as Pokemon, of course. That is something that I just generally find enjoyment in doing. And also, maybe, just maybe, if I'm able to lock in, we might just see the culmination of the entire Pokedex of my India Pokemon region of Mahaguri. So, yeah. That one is still in development, but we are... Like, I am making good progress for it. I have to count how many Pokemon are in the dex at the moment, but I'm pretty sure we're nearing that juicy 108, I think, was the main goal I wanted to do. I think we're very close to that goal. And if we aren't, we're going to hit it very soon, that's for sure. So, Mahaguri's been in break for so long, it needs to come back soon. People be forgotten. People forgot about it. I need to bring it back. 2026 will be the year it comes back, trust. I've had the pseudo, and I've had like a fourth starter and everything. So many designs that are just ready and waiting. So that is definitely something that's happening this year. Hopefully, maybe. Right, okay. Now we just need to add the highlights. Then we'll do the gemstone. Don't worry, I didn't forget. I'm actually surprised this design took so long, but it's all right. And a little bit of highlight there. A little bit of highlight here. Of course, some on the tail. Will you be doing any of the other legendary cookies? Maybe. For the most part, your drawing and coloring skills are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. For the most part, though, I think we're just going to be... Obviously, these are not the only legendaries. We're going to do... Millennial Tree I'm going to be doing as a new Pokemon, not as sort of what I've done with the other legendaries, where it's like a legendary form of a Pokemon. And I'm also going to be doing Fire Spirit and Moonlight. But when it comes to the other two... Oh, sorry, other three... Sea Fairy, I don't think I'm doing, because I kind of fused Sea Fairy with Black Pearl. And Ice Queen I might do in the future, and Thunderbringer I probably will do in the future. So, yeah. Again, it depends on how the reception is for the sequel. It is something I want to do, but if there isn't a proper audience for it, I probably might not do it. We'll see. Like, here's the thing, though. even if the second or the sequel doesn't reach a lot, you know me, I'm probably gonna do a few more parts anyway. But it depends. It's gonna decide how long the part takes. Like the FNAF one did really great, but at that point in the community, pretty much everybody was doing FNAF content or FNAF as Pokemon. So I kind of just didn't want to get dragged into that myself. So I didn't. But this, I don't think anybody is doing Cookie Run Kingdom as Pokemon. So honestly, I want to continue. Ice Queen Baxcalibur? Oh, that could be cool. Ice Queen Baxcalibur is such... Yeah, that's giving me some ideas. That is giving me some ideas. Ice Queen Baxcalibur. Whew. For the longest time, I was thinking maybe Cryogonal, but Baxcalibur is genuinely nice. Like a Draconic Ice Queen. Oof. That could be amazing. You're welcome? Yes. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Ooh, right. I'm gonna go in, blur a little bit more. I missed some of this. All right. Yeah. Design-wise, that is done. We can move on to the gemstone, which shouldn't be too long. You just need to get these colors in. No, that looks horrible. Holy. Erase this. And blur. No. I said blur. There we go. It's been a pleasure being here, truly. Thank you. It has been a pleasure doing these as well. It's been a pleasure streaming for 12 days straight. Holy. But we're finally here. I'm just preparing for the stream to end. Yeah. Almost there. Pretty much. Sup, I'm back. Welcome. You are coming in at a perfect time. We're pretty much almost at the end of this design, and we are going to wrap up in a bit once we're done. I think I'm going to keep the glowing gem green part simple and just that. I think that looks good. Make a note of the Ice Queen Baxcalibur. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I have taken a screenshot. I'm going to write it down later. There we go. Where is the blur? Where is the blur? There it is. I keep randomly losing it for some reason. And of course, right here. Right. I'd say, other than just a little bit here, we are done with Wind Archer Decidueye or Wind Sniper. Currently, we're calling it Wind Sniper. We will workshop that name maybe. We will see. Let us make the shiny super fast. Should not take too long at all. Right, those are the highlights. Okay. Fuse these. Okay, yeah. Autumn colors, autumn colors. Easy enough. No, a little yellower. Right, okay. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, there we go, and there. Boom. Okay. Oh, right, I missed one spot, right. Missed this. And red. I know I've missed a little spot as well. Hold on, I'll go get it in a bit. Right, and take this. Make this yellow. The clovers should be yellow. The clovers should be yellow. Okay. I mean, shiny rules wise, I don't think I can make them yellow, but because if I do that, it would just mess up the other parts. I think these look fine. I do understand that makes more natural sense, but you know, we're gonna probably not do that. We will do this though. That's the best I can do. Kind of a tiny little reference. Right, the gem parts are gonna stay. That way they look like Sheriff's Badge. Oh, yeah, true. Wait, let me actually do this because I missed a spot. There we go. There we go. Kind of looks like Lemon Grab from Adventure Time. But yeah, there it is. It also kind of references the Hisuian variant of Decidueye, I guess. But yeah, with that said, we have designed, which is what the mon that is currently being called the Wind Sniper, but the Wind Archer Decidueye Legendary Evolution, and of course, wow, that does look fantastic. A Black Pearl Cookie as a Pokemon. These are phenomenal. I'm really proud of these. Holy. But yeah, with that said though, those are the final two designs we made for the 12 days of LTMAS of 2025 to 2026. That's going to be it for the LTMAS. That's going to be it for this stream as well. We're going to be wrapping up now. Thank you so much for showing up. If you want more content, of course, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like, 100% definitely hit the like, and of course if you want to hang out with me or talk to me or suggest some other stuff, make sure to join the Discord. That is linked in the description. That is the place for the Lava Tyrant community. And with that said, thank you all so much for an amazing stream. Thank you all so much for an amazing 12 days of streaming. Thank you to everyone who showed up. And yeah, with that said, two fantastic designs to end it on, and I think we're just gonna wrap it up here. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in a future video or a future stream. Till then,